As we already know, space is a very mysterious place with many things that have yet to be discovered. NASA has been at the forefront of space exploration and have come to unearth a number of unusual things over the years. Their discoveries have led to a deeper understanding of the Moon and the solar system as a whole. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we'll be taking a look at 3 of NASA's discoveries. A mysterious metallic mass on the dark side of the Moon. You're probably aware that the Moon is rather large, but how big is it really? To give you some perspective, experts recently discovered a mysterious metallic mass on the dark side of the Moon that is approximately 5 times the size of Hawaii's Big Island. The mass is better described as an enormous crater that was imprinted into the surface of the Moon billions of years ago. It's believed to have happened when the Moon's surface has cooled enough for the crater to leave its mark. Now you may be wondering, how on earth did NASA discover this mass in the first place? They were able to use data from their Gravity Recovery and Interior Laboratory mission, as well as the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter topography. They were reviewing their previous calculations of the crust of the crater's thickness and density when they stumbled upon the formerly unknown mass. From the surface, it isn't obvious, but it's dragging down the landscape and is known as a central depression. This information has led to information surrounding the interior of the Moon, and scientists are at work to unravel even more. Understanding how this mysterious mass came to be could be the beginning of truly understanding how the Moon was formed, as well as provide information about how other celestial bodies grow. There are already multiple trips to the Moon in the planning stages, and this area has become a new target. Getting up close and personal with the unknown mass is the best way to provide experts with more information. The mission had previously collected new information surrounding the gravitational field to understand what's happening on the surface and underground. Whilst they've been able to gather this data, there's still a lot we don't know yet. With the information experts currently hold, there could be 2 explanations for this unusual mass. One possibility is that when the Moon's ancient magma oceans were cooling, dense oxides could have formed, creating the mass we see today. With that being said, scientists aren't sure that would have happened on that layer of the crater. Looking for another possible explanation, they reasoned that the mass could be the result of an ancient impactor. It's believed that the impact could have created a hole that then partially filled with molten rock. NASA still can't be certain as to how the mass appeared, but future trips to the Moon will help the experts in exploration of the mysterious mass and potentially collect evidence to answer the question. This discovery has only led humankind to think more about the creation of all planets in our solar system, considering how small rocks and foreign objects most likely smash into each other, slowly creating larger rocks. It's easy to feel lost in it all, but we're on the road to closing the gap and finding what we're looking for. The mystery of Tabby's star. Next up is the mystery of Tabby's star, more scientifically known as KIC 8462852. If you haven't already heard of this star, it's slightly larger than the Sun and about 1,300 light-years away. What's even more exciting about the discovery of this star is that it's been known to randomly dim by up to 22% for as long as days at a time. No other stars have been known to do that and have only dimmed slightly if another planet was passing by and blocking light. If it can't be a planet in transit, then what could be causing the light to dim? Scientists have been in awe of this star and racking their brains to come to a viable answer to the intermittent dips in the star's shine. Some possible explanations consist of pieces of comets or destroyed planets. Of course, there are also more unusual possibilities, such as an immense orbiting structure that is being built by aliens. Whilst some people strongly believe in those reasons, in 2017, experts got their hands on new research proposing that a ringed planet near Tabby's star could be the culprit for the bizarre light patterns. The ring shape would be able to cover a lot more light than a regularly shaped planet, as it takes up much more surface space, so that became a very real possibility. The next question to tackle was why the percentage of dimming varies. Colombian astronomers played with the ringed planet theory and explained that the gravitational interactions would cause the ring to flap up and down, changing the amount of light. Although there are various theories, each one holds many problems, and we can't be certain that they are adequate explanations. For example, the ring would have to be large enough to block the light from a star larger than the Sun, which would be approximately 3 times the size of Saturn's ring. The issue that the possibility of the moving ring presents is that it wouldn't account for random dimming, only the periodic aspect of the dimming light. It's clear that at this point in time, we still have a lot of work to do before we're able to draw any conclusions about Tabby's star. What do you think? Could there be a super Saturn somewhere light years away? We may never find out in our lifetime, but it would most definitely be an interesting discovery. HD 139139. The last on our list of mysterious NASA discoveries today is HD 139139. If you're not quite familiar, it's a double star that experienced a drop in brightness. The Kepler Space Telescope has been used to discover over 2,600 exoplanets while monitoring the slight variation in brightness of stars. A small drop in brightness is not typically unusual, as other objects in space quickly move past the star. As we saw with the example of Tabby's star, we don't often come across a variation in brightness that would draw much attention. HD 139139 was monitored for 87 days, and experts noted that the drops in brightness appeared to occur randomly. This begged them to question why it was happening and what other than a planet in transit could determine the change. One proposed explanation was that nearby planets could be emitting particles irregularly. This was soon noted as not a very viable explanation, as it would assume the planet would be extremely close to the star and orbit it in 5 hours. The maths didn't add up, ultimately making it a very unlikely suggestion. Then the dust from an asteroid became the next possible theory, as asteroids are found throughout space and there are many of them. The only problem with this suggestion was that the dimming in light varied greatly, and the potential dust from an asteroid wouldn't have such large margins. As in the case of Tabby's star, some people have theorized about extraterrestrial life and activity being the cause for the dimming light. While that would be a thrilling explanation and shocking discovery, experts hold that there must be a natural explanation. With this discovery happening in October 2018, we're still in the early stages of gathering information and working to determine the cause of the strange light patterns. Although with more and more of these discoveries surfacing and the advance in technology, we may start to get a better grip of the information and data we're collecting. Do you think we'll find our ways towards the answer anytime soon, or are we still light years away? What else will we discover in the ensuing years? With an outstanding amount of unknowns left to discover in space, who knows how much we'll be able to interpret and understand over the next 100 or even thousands of years. It can be overwhelming to think about all that is yet to be uncovered, but we need to remember the many things scientists, astronauts, astronomers, and other experts have revealed already. We may not have all the answers right now, but we're certainly on the right track. But what do you make of these strange NASA discoveries? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.